Hi, my name is Fabiana and every week I make circular knitting machine patterns for you. In this tutorial today I'm going to be making this beautiful headband with a little heart in the middle. I'm gonna try it on for you guys to have a look. It has beautiful colors of yarn, as you can see here. And I'm gonna be using only half of this ball of yarn that I'm gonna be leaving the link down in the description below because this is a yarn that has beautiful colors, as you can see. It's a beautiful gradient and it has many other colors as well. So for this tutorial, you can probably make two out of this ball if you want to make one for your child and one for yourself to match. And I'm going to be using my Sentro 40 needles, okay? The 40 needles makes the perfect width of ear warmer, so that's why I'm using this one here. But if you don't mind, if it is a little bit wider, you can use the Sentro 48 or your Adi King size as well. For this tutorial, I'm gonna be using a darning needle and also a crochet hook to finish it off here. And I also added a little tag here that's really easy to find as well. And one more thing, I have a Facebook group that's linked down in the description below, and I would love to see how you made yours as well. And also every one of my projects, if you made one of them, I would love you to share on my Facebook group that's linked down in the description below as well. Another thing that I wanted to say, if you're listening this in another language, make sure you select my voice dub to your own language, because now YouTube's dubbing to a lot of languages, so you can choose your own if that's easier for you, okay? So let's get started with this tutorial. So to start making this heart ear warmer, what I'm going to do is a different type of casting on. I'm going to cast on all stitches. Leave a little tail here so you don't drop this first stitch. And then cast on as you would cast on for a beanie. But because I wanted only one row with this waste yarn here to make it easier to join with the heart after, what I'm going to do here, it's so I don't drop this last stitch, is wrap the yarn around and inside the needle this way. It's wrapped around it so I don't drop, and I can still make only one row with this waste yarn here, and then I can straight away put my next yarn in here. Leave a little tail just in case you need, and make sure this is the position here of the first needle. So one goes in and the other one stays like this. And then make the row. As you can see here, it's gonna do this, and this is just normal, it's wrapped around it. And now this one, you have to do this, and then it's gonna make the first stitch. This is the position of all the needles. So I'm going to grab my digital row counter so I can count the rows. I'm making 86 to 88 rows as I calculated before for this headband here, because this yarn is double knit and stretches a little more. So I'll get back to you and grab my digital counter. So the way I do this is I place the counter right here, and I did put a few tapes in each one of my, that's why I have this, I put a tape in each one of my knitting machines, and I also added a tape with a magnet here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's here. So I can use these digital row counters in each one of my machines. Actually really useful to be able to use the same one with all the machines. And so I already made 2 rows, so I'm gonna count that at the end. And I'm going to drop this yarn down to the bottom because it's easier. So now I'm going to be making 86 to 88 rows. You can also measure as you make it at the end. So I'll come back with you when I finish all my rows. It's 88 for this pattern here because we have this heart that has 3 centimeters. So I'll come back with you to cast off and then show you how to bind off with the heart already inserted. And if you want to learn how to make garments on a circular knitting machine, I have this book here that's for adults. It has 16 patterns inside and it's available on Amazon. My second book is this one. It's only for kids, and if you have grandchildren and you want to make them clothes, the clothes for kids, they work up really fast on knitting machines. And so this is my second book with 16 patterns for kids. You can check it out on the link down in the description below. So as you can see here, I'm using my hands for the tension, but you can also use the first place here only because we are using a double knit yarn. When you finish this, it's good to stretch it out the maximum you can and actually measure with the tape measurement. And now after you made all the rows, all you have to do is stretch the fabric and measure and see if it has the measurements that you measured on your head before. For me it was 58 centimeters less 3 centimeters of the heart, and this 55 centimeters. But really stretch the fabric to measure, because it's gonna be stretched on your head also, okay? So now I'm going to remove the yarn, make a full row without the yarn, until I reach this stitch here. Don't go any further, otherwise this one's gonna drop, okay? Before you go any further, we're going to remove the stitches with a contrasting color of yarn. Okay, so just remove all the stitches this way, and then I'll come back with you to put it all together. So as you can see here, this is the cast on that we did with the wrap around the needle, and it worked really well. I'm just gonna remove this here so it's not, so it doesn't make a knot at the end. And now with the tail, to this side, I'm going to just put the stitches side by side to do the bind off. And on the other side, you have to do the same thing in order to have the headband aligned at the end, okay? And then with my hook, I'm going to put through one stitch and then the other to bind off this way. This is the simplest way to bind off. Just make sure you don't grab the yarn, the waste yarn that you're gonna remove after, otherwise it's really hard to remove, okay? And then pull one stitch through the other one. Make sure you grab all of them, because otherwise it's hard to remake it at the end once you remove the waste yarn, okay? So do this all the way to the other side. I'll come back with you to finish it off. And then here, guys, I left a very long tail so I could wrap around my heart, okay? So it's around 2 meters tail, very, very long, so you can wrap the whole heart with this tail that we left at the end, okay? So do this on this side. I'll come back with you to finish it off here, and then repeat that same thing on the other side. And this is why I made only one row here. That's because it makes it much easier to remove the waste yarn after, okay? And if you can't really see the stitch, just pull a little bit the yarn, and then you are able to grab the loop that's inside it. Make sure you always grab the last loop, not the one before, because sometimes it's hidden, and then you have to all you have to do is just pull this up high like this, and then you're able to grab this last loop here, okay? So now I'm here on my last loop, and then all you have to do is pull this tail through it, and then pull it a little, and then just remove this yarn this way. Just pull through the other side, Make sure first that you bound off all the stitches and there's none left. Okay, so now we have this side closed. I'm going to close this side, hide this tail here inside the work. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side, making sure they're very aligned. Like you can even align this stitch here that has to be on the corner all the way to the other side. And then you repeat the same thing on this side here. And then at the end, we're going to use this tail to wrap loops around the heart. Now, once both sides are closed, that's how they will look like. Some people do it straight away without binding off, but I prefer this way just because it's easier to handle the project. So that's why I bind off before I added the heart. So what I'm going to do is start wrapping this yarn around the heart, just like this, and going through each stitch. So like this. Because this one has a little thicker end, I prefer a metal one. These metal ones, they go through the fabric easier as well. So, okay, and that way you're gonna put through each one of the stitches here. And make it really tight as well. Until you finish this one here. So I'm gonna keep making this and I'll come back with you once. Make it all tied as well. Make sure that first stitch is tied. And then, so I'll come back with you to finish this one and then to start joining the next one on the other side. And then as you make it, pull the prior stitch tied, put through the next stitch, and with your finger, just like this, it makes it much easier to pull this big thread through. And then let's go through the last stitch here. Pull it a little and then put your finger on top to make it really, really tight. So I try to use half of my heart here. And this is gonna arrange once we start with the other side. This should go to the other side here, and you can arrange a little. I would make a knot here before I start the other side. Probably not necessary, but I'm doing it anyway just to make sure. Make a little knot here to finish this off and then start the other one. Now let's put the other one right here on the beginning, on that very first stitch here. And then let's start making on this one. And then always hold so it doesn't come undone and it's tied. And so keep making until you reach this spot here. I'll come back with you just to finish it off properly and show you how it's looking like after. And at the end here, make sure you pull this side so it's completely on the other side of the heart. And then let's wrap this yarn through the other side a little, just to fully cover the heart. One side and then the other side, or both together, so they stay in place. So like this. And also covering that bit of the heart here that's showing still. So make a few loops until you're happy with it. And then on the other side, pull it tight. You can even make a knot joining both loops here so they hide the heart, the tip of the heart there. Cut the yarn and then our beautiful colors, huh? And what I like about it is that the beginning is matching. So I'm gonna try it on to show you guys. And so this is how our headband looks like. I'm gonna try it on for you to see. But it fits super well with that calculation that we did on the beginning with your head size that you can do for kids as well. And if you like this tutorial, make sure you leave me a comment and make sure also you share a photo on my Facebook group. I'd love to see your project. Also, for the next tutorial, I have this cover here that I made with plastic, simple plastic, just a bit thicker plastic and crochet to cover all knitting machines. And that collects all the dust on the top. I've been using this for a while now and it works super well. I'm gonna leave the next tutorial for you guys if you wanna make covers for your knitting machine. Super fast to make. You can make all covers in only one afternoon. I have 6 machines, I think, and I made covers for all of them. It works super well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys, and I see you on the next weekend. Bye.